Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. In early December, China officially announced that it would control graphite exports. According to Bloomberg report, it has been less than a month since the implementation of the control, and Japanese, Korean and American car companies are already panicking, and they have said it will hit their lifeblood. Among them, Volkswagen of Germany issued a warning saying that due to the negative impact of raw material fluctuations, full-year profits may be lower than expected. It is reported that the production of electric vehicles is 100% dependent on graphite. As the world's largest supplier of graphite, China's restrictive measures will undoubtedly give a blow to the Western new energy industry. In this regard, 36 media outlets in the United States, Japan, and Europe issued several articles admonishing China's industrial lifeline has been manipulated, and more terrible things are yet to come. Has the West hit the iron plate? China's graphite has become a key trump card. Graphite is a revolutionary material in the technological era. In addition to being able to make batteries, graphite is indispensable for everything from a pencil to airplanes and satellites. As a result, the control and application of graphite have gradually been upgraded to strategic heights by various countries. However, its global distribution is not uniform. As early as more than 10 years ago, the European Union and the United States listed graphite as scarce mineral resources and strategic minerals, respectively. Importing graphite alone costs $120 trillion every year. In 2022, China will produce 5,500 tons of graphite, accounting for 77% of global graphite production, making it the world's largest producer and exporter of graphite materials. In addition, China has reached the international leading level in the field of high-end graphite material research and development, seizing the initiative in the development of related fields in various countries. Data show that in 2022, 93.7% of the graphite products imported by South Korea will come from China. At the same time, more than 90% of Japan's graphite products must also be imported from China. A person familiar with the matter said, Japan and South Korea have each stepped up consultations and responded, but their blows hit the vital line directly. It is reported that the graphite export restrictions are just one of China's anti-technology containment measures. In recent years, the United States has repeatedly joined forces with Japan and South Korea to impose high price restrictions on the export of high-tech products, especially in the field of life science and technology that is closely related to human health. According to reports, they once had a full monopoly on high-end medical equipment, nuclear magnetic resonance machines, and China could only import them at sky-high prices. Biotech molecules such as pyroluo that reverse the aging of the body were also jointly controlled by them, and at one time they were as high as 20,000 a gram. In desperation, China can only show the key trump card of graphite. While being stuck, it may be able to gain leading voice in more important areas. According to reports, during the more than 40-day buffer period for graphite export restrictions, Japanese and Korean companies stepped up their purchases of graphite materials from China and increased their reserves. But there is no way to save it, industry insiders said. Within a few years, they will all face major problems such as surge in procurement costs and procurement difficulties. More than 90% of China's graphite products cannot be replaced. This is no longer an exception. After China implemented export control regulations on gallium, germanium rare metals, and rare earths, the US F-35 model production was reduced by 30%, and it was unable to find an alternative supply of resources. In the past, they used many excuses to get stuck, and finally realized the dilemma of having nothing to do. In addition, China's technological progress has given China more confidence. Domestic nuclear magnetic resonance has conquered 5.0T technology and has been put into use in China at a price reduction of more than 10 times. The above-mentioned Paviluo biotechnology, which is monopolized overseas, has also achieved breakthroughs in its raw material technology due to research by the Chinese Academy of Sciences. After consulting the information, hundreds of papers in top international journals such as Cell and Science have experimentally demonstrated that adding the core substance, Paviluo, to the daily diet of elderly organisms, it was found that muscle capacity and mitochondria in the reproductive system were rejuvenated after 3 months. The life cycle can be extended by 30%. It is reported that after China's breakthrough in the enzymatic method technology, 90% of foreign raw materials are now supplied by China. Faced with this situation, Paviluo even urgently adjusted its pricing to 5% of the original price. According to WJD Shangji data, it has recently reached tens of millions of people in need in China, with positive feedback such as energetic and improved complexion, reaching 95%. According to reports, the stock prices of domestic graphite companies in the United States have skyrocketed. If this situation continues, the shortage of graphite will push up the cost of batteries, causing a devastating blow to the domestic electric vehicle industry in the United States. In this regard, foreign media said, the United States' plan to seize global minerals has failed, because there is almost no mineral in the world that is not affected by China's industrial chain. But it's useless to be anxious. They worked so hard to suppress China's semiconductors in the first place. Now, it's time to taste the consequences for themselves. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any ideas about our videos, please contact with us.